Welcome to Priadan, a land ruled by gods and magic. The gods are on the brink of war, and our heroes have been sent on a quest to cure the corruption plaguing the land. Garden of Genesis is a homebrew Dungeons & Dragons campaign featuring Silfrin as Drake, Nabunan as Emil, Onion JPEG as Prominence, Nemuharu as Uriah, Mr. Indigo as August, Chai Bun as Suhan, Ash Mishi as Ashira, Sayuki as Denmari, and Smattered Stars as the Game Master.
Hello everybody, welcome to another session of Garden of Genesis with Party 2, featuring Ashmichi as Ashera, Sayuki as Denmari, Chaibun as Suhan, who is not present today, and Mr. Indigo as August. My name is Sleepy, aka Smatter Stars, and I'm the GM. Yippee!
Yippee! Yippee!
So, one thing before we go into fun facts today, I finally did a bunch of housekeeping stuff for D&D. So the VOD playlist is now updated and the campaign info is somewhat updated. I don't have the summaries for each session up yet because that will be like 15 pages worth of typing. But we do have everybody's fun facts collected onto there. So if anybody wants to check them out, they're pinned. And let me welcome in everybody. Indeed, congrats on being first and second, you greedy bastard. Welcome inside. And thank you for giving Sesame a treat. I walked near him with the treat and he shot up like a bullet and practically bit my hand off. When he started, he was licking them off my hand to make sure he wouldn't hurt me. Now he's biting them off my hand, which is great for him and really bad for me. And it worries me. And he's doing... Good morning, Sesame. He just woke up because I was yelling his name. Hi, Ayo. Hi, Yeti. Hi, Ashi. Hi, Emmy. Welcome in. I'm sorry, Sesame. Oh, hi, Sesame. Why do you want attention the moment I start D&D, baby? I'm sorry, Mr. Indigo is spending all his channel points to make sure that Sesame loves him the most.
Yeah, I think Sesame's trying to get his D&D cameo.
I like how Mr. Indigo said Sesame's going to become large, but the problem is already large. I looked up how much Dutch bunnies are supposed to weigh, and he's like a pound over, which is a lot for bunnies.
Yeah.
But he's having his annual vet visit on Monday, so then they'll tell me, and if I need to, I will feed him a little less, but he's already large, unfortunately. I'm gonna assume that Bardic Discouragement is for Mr. Indigo for giving Sesame the treat.
Oh, perfect.
Isn't he here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. You have a Bardic Discouragement on you now. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with fun facts now. So we'll start with Ashi.
Yeah, I think Ashera's favorite thing would be to just forage and actually learn about which stuff you can eat and not in the forest.
That reminds me, because I was just collating all the fun facts. Chai said Suhan also really likes foraging, but that he's scared of mushrooms.
I like mushrooms.
I
guess if you eat a poison one once.
Yeah, actually, now I'm thinking of it, I don't remember if she explained why, but that's what I assumed. Like, maybe he's just, worried about picking a poisoned one. Denmari!
Hello. Denmari's favorite outdoor activity is to stargaze. Or just, study the stars and other astral things in the sky.
That's so sweet. I feel like it must probably be easier in a fantasy world because they don't have all the light pollution, so they can probably see so many stars.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And then
Here, we can't see any stars.
it's so bad. There actually is a place I went once that is one of like the 2 places in America with the lowest light pollution, and it was like amazing. They said if it's not cloudy, you can see the Milky Way galaxy, and even without that, like the sky was just full of light. It was
Yeah.
really pretty.
Yeah, Arizona was pretty good. I was there for a while.
Wow, I want to go back. It's nice. And Indy.
When I was a kid, before
wait.
August's fun fact, I was just going to say on the subject of stars. When I was a kid, I was kind of big into science, and so I knew all the constellations and so on. And then one day my school did a trip out to an observatory in the mountains near where I lived, and the light pollution was so low that when you looked into the sky, I couldn't see any constellations because there were too many stars in the way. Like, it was
that's so cool.
Just everywhere. Like, I couldn't recognize anything.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
As for August's favorite outdoor activity, he just likes kind of like going for walks and kind of exploring new spaces and kind of seeing new scenery, and it's how he likes to kind of refresh his mind when he's stuck on problems with what he's working on or studying.
How's his directional
My
sense?
dog is saying hi.
Hi, Ashy's dog.
Well, as we saw in the maze session, not amazing.
That's true, but that was RNG. Oh.
He's very methodical. Like he'll like count specific trees and like follow a particular route, but he won't be able to like set off into random directions and find his way back. He has to like plan it out.
Speaking of the rolls, I'm realizing now, I feel like Mr. Indigo's dice are like combating his like, because he has a little bit more D&D knowledge than the extra party, so his dice are like, we're making sure that even if you have the knowledge, you can't use it. Alright, let me summarize real quick from last session. I don't think we have notes, so let me do this off the top of my head. So, the party set off from Keplos and arrived near Osmia, their next destination, to Stillwater, port... Wait, is it Stillwater? Or Silverwater?
Silverwater.
Silverwater, okay, yeah, I thought I got it wrong. To Port Silverwater, which is just a little south of August University, Osterwald Academy. While you guys were in Silverwater, you went to a tavern to get some food and came across August's close friend Oscar. Oscar told you that there's been some going on, so you updated him about what has been going on with you all, and then you headed to his cottage, at least the guys did, August and Suhan, to help him out with his goings-on, which he said there seemed to be some kind of evil spirit lurking in his cottage at night. And then Denmari and Ashera had there was only one bed fanfiction moment. Then August, Suhan took turns keeping watch in Oscar's cottage. August used Francis's vision and hearing in order to see that they were getting visited by ghosts. August was visited by the spirit of his father, which gestured towards the university but insisted that they not go now. And Suhan was visited by the visage of his grandfather, putting pomegranate seeds on several tarot cards. And you find out that Oscar was being visited by a ghost of his deceased brother that August did not know about, and Oscar did not seem to want to talk about it. But you all went over the tarot cards the next day, got some meanings from it from Denmari, and headed over to the university. And you talked to the headmistress a bit about the quest you're on and asked if anything was going on. She says that something's been going on with the catacombs recently. And that's basically where we are right now. We are in the headmistress's office, and Oscar is also with you. And give me 1 second to open my docs. Get started. So,
Go to the session notes.
What did you say?
I'll take the session notes this time.
Thank you. Alright. So, you all are still sitting in front of the headmistress, and she's just given you permission to investigate the catacombs. Before you leave, she's going to open one of the drawers in her desk and pull out a set of cards. She's going to hand each of you one card. The paper feels expensive, glossy, and smooth. It's a deep royal purple with a dragon's emblem printed on it in gold. When you flip the card to the back, you see a small rune also stamped in gold. These cards signify you all as one of the parties participating in the investigations. I'll give you all permission to go into the lower floors for now, as long as you're accompanied by a professor. There are teleportation circles on each floor that will take you back to the first floor of the catacombs, so please use them as necessary. I will be keeping an eye on you. With that, she gestures to her scrying orb, and will intervene if necessary. Please do your best to be safe, as it would take me time to reach your location. Go forth, be safe, and I wish you all luck with your crucial journey.
Which teacher are we bringing? Which professor?
Are there any down there already?
Are you asking the headmistress?
I guess so.
Okay. I don't know which ones are down in the catacombs currently. However, I have called almost all the professors back to the university grounds from their travels due to the circumstances that are going on. August, if you wish to go with your mentor, I believe that he is in the catacombs' first or second floor already, and I'm sure you'll be able to find him.
Okay, we'll go see if we can find him.
Oscar is going to give up and give the headmistress a very stiff bow before heading out with you all. And then Oscar to you all. I don't want to intrude, of course, but would you all like me to accompany you, or I can also stay back if you would prefer.
I'm okay with it.
Up to you, Oscar.
Okay, excellent. I will come along and help you. I'll keep track of things, and of course, if anything goes wrong, the headmistress will come to help, and we've got the teleportation circle, so I'm sure everything will be fine. Okay, well, August, shall we lead the way to the catacombs?
Let's go.
Okay. As you all are walking to the bottom floor of the tower, Oscar's going to address you again. So, the first floor of the catacombs is reserved for experiments and projects. He's mainly addressing Ashera, Denmari, and Suhan, since August knows this. All the students are allowed down there, and it's not too dangerous. The second floor is where the deceased are. People are allowed to go down there to visit their loved ones. Beyond the second floor is the dangerous territory. I don't know all the details, but we're not allowed down there. And there's arcane locks to prevent us from checking. I assume these cards that the headmistress gave us will allow us to bypass them. And with that, August and Oscar lead you all to the entrance of the catacombs. There's a magically locked door accessible by any student's ID pass. Once open, the door reveals a spiraling stone staircase. The path is well lit and well maintained. As you head down, you see plaques listing the names of previous, now deceased students and faculty. The staircase opens out into a huge man-made cavern. The ceiling is high above you, at least 15 meters or 40 feet. Runes are carved onto the stone bricks on the walls, floor, and ceilings. These are protective ruins to prevent the cavern from collapsing from the experiments done here. There are various workstations littered about. Some are smaller, consisting of workbenches, tools, and work-in-progress inventions. Oscar points them out. These are for the students, who can rent out spaces in the catacombs to work on their more temperamental projects. Other areas are demarcated by large purple tents above them and have much more materials in them. Oscar points them out next. These tents belong to the professors and their projects, which the students assist with from time to time. Indy, how do you say August's teacher's name?
Alberic Lukgir.
Alberic?
Yep.
Okay. August, can you show us where Professor Alberic's tent is? I think Roy might also be down here if you want to see her.
Sure, let's go see.
Alright. Indy, not Indy. Mr. Indigo in my D&D. August, you know the path well to your mentor's tent, and it is also quite easy to spot. The purple cloth staked high above it is quite burned and tattered. As you approach, you all see a couple multicolored explosions go off, and a cackle of glee follows soon after.
I think we found Roy.
Yes, I think we found Roy. As you all approach, a small gnome woman comes coughing out of the smoke with a big smile on her face. She is a gnome about Dunmari's height of 4 feet tall. She has green eyes, sandy-colored skin, and rusty brown hair that is braided behind her at the moment. She looks toned and well-fit. She's wearing a white shirt with no sleeves, loose pants, a canvas apron, and a huge utility belt. Every single one of her clothing items is burned or singed in some way. Her hair and clothes are completely covered in soot. She looks surprised as she sees you all approaching. August! Oh my god, you're back!
For now, we've been given permission by the headmistress to participate in the investigation down in the catacombs.
She gives you a big pat on the back with the soot still covering her hand, so there's definitely a big black mark on your shoulder now. Well, for now, well, okay, wow, there's a lot of things that you just said, man. First of all, introduce me to your pals. Who are these guys?
This is Ashira, Suhan, and Dunmari. They've been my traveling companions for the past couple of weeks.
For the rest of you, she's gonna be a little nicer than August and knock the soot off her hand before offering a handshake to each of you.
Hello, nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you
What
all.
August will say. This is Roy. She's my kind of workmate. We both work for the same supervisor down here.
Workmate. He's so professional. Listen to him. He's my friend. He's my little junior. I'm glad that you're back. Listen, it sounds like you got a lot to catch up on. Why don't we sit down and talk in the tent while you guys catch me up? I also have some bread baking in the forge in case you guys need any extra motivation to come sit down.
That's not a bad idea. I don't think I ate anything on the way out here this morning. I was too distracted by the ghosts.
You guys haven't eaten in like a day.
Oh yeah. Did you have food at your apartment, Mr. Indigo?
Probably
Or
not. Or if
August.
it was, it's probably like rotten by now. He's been away for 2 weeks.
Ew, gross.
Ew.
I do have rations in my pack that I could use.
Oscar's kind of gonna frown at you all. Did you all not have a proper breakfast before coming here?
Okay, you were with us. You knew that we didn't. Oh wait, no, you left first.
Yeah,
Never
I
mind.
left
Yes, we didn't
first.
have any breakfast.
I had a breakfast. I expected you all to do the same. Roy is going to gesture you all in. There is a table shoved very off to the side of the workspace, and it is a maze to get there, climbing over various strewn metals and parts and half-worked inventions. Once you get to the table, there are enough oddly shaped stools for each of you, and there are blueprints and random singed metals piled on top of the table. August, you notice the blueprints of what Roy must be working on now. It seems to be a modified, or upgraded is probably how Roy sees it, version of Alberic's crossbow that shoots exploding cannonballs instead of normal ammunition.
Oh yeah, is Albrecht not here?
Are you asking me or in character?
I guess in character.
You can look around. You don't see anyone except Roy inside the tent.
August asks, Roy, is Alberic around?
Roy is at the forge, pulling out 2 loaves of bread. Alberic, I think he's in the catacombs right now. Are you looking for him?
Yeah, we are only allowed to go into the catacombs to investigate if we're accompanied by a professor, and we assumed that Alberic would be the one who was looking after us.
Roy is going to come over holding the 2 loaves of bread. Well, I think he'll probably be coming up soon for lunch, so you can probably catch him then. Alright, here is the bread I was baking. One is a pepper and cheese bread. It's pulled apart to help yourselves, but it'll be a little bit spicy. And then she begins to cut slices of the other loaf. This is a caramel pecan banana bread. It's pretty sweet, not totally my type, but I mainly made it for Oscar. On cue, Oscar grabs 3 slices of bread and starts digging in.
Oh, I will take the pepper one. Thank you very much.
No problem.
August will look at the pepper one and then take the other one instead.
Okay, what are the flavors?
One
Who's doing
is
the
a
notes?
savory pepper and cheese, and the other one is caramel pecan banana bread.
Oh, definitely that one, the sweet one.
Roy beams out at you all, clearly happy that you all are enjoying her food. She herself takes, I guess a pull-apart piece? I don't know what to call it. A piece of the pepper and cheese bread. Okay, fill me in. What's going on?
Where to start? So, a few weeks ago, we were kidnapped, contracted by a Morsho who appeared before us and sent us on a quest to help remove corruption that was affecting the kind of some of the sources of the god's power. And there seems to be some kind of larger machinations going on behind the scenes that we haven't really worked out yet. But something's up with the gods. We went and met Trulla, who is Denmari's patron, and she was kind of injured. So we've helped her, but now we need to go and investigate other kind of godly corruptions. But when we came here, the headmistress told us that there's things going on in the catacombs that we're now investigating in case it's related. And also we saw ghosts at Oscar's house last night.
So while you're saying this, Roy is also carefully observing Oscar's reaction, and every time you mention meeting a god, his eye twitches a little bit. Wow, that is a lot of information. So you all met some gods. Sounds like you're on a pretty important quest, and it doesn't sound like I can help with a lot of that, but I can tell you a little bit about what's going on here, which is not much. I can't tell you much, but I can tell you there's something going on. From a couple weeks ago, there's been something weird going on when people try to do magic on the floor. Sometimes when people cast spells, it doesn't work, or it does something that they don't want, or things just explode. I've been having a little issue with my work as well, but I'm kind of in the business of exploding things, so not too much has been
Yeah, I was going to say that's not out of the ordinary.
Yeah, it's not out of the ordinary for me, but there's been some people like Oscar who've tried to cast stuff and it hasn't worked. Oscar's turning red as she says that. Anyway, for example, the other day, I watched a girl trying to create water to refill a cooling barrel. Instead of water, she summoned a chunk of ice that just crushed the barrel to pieces. I mean, that's a milder example, so I can laugh. But I know some people's projects have really been going to shit because of this. So the headmistress summoned all the professors that could come back from their travels or research to look at what's going on. Albrecht is back too, like I said. I think he's in one of the parties with some of the other professors taking a look. Should be back for lunch. It sounds like they've got some ideas of what's wrong, but I haven't pried too much. But if you guys have permission from the headmistress, I'm sure they'll let you know any information you might need.
Well, I guess I wonder if we can go down early and see if we can find Alberic in the first level of the catacombs.
Doesn't
Or maybe
sound
we should
like
just
there's
wait
any
here
harm
until
in
he comes
that.
back.
I mean, I'll be here in case you guys need any help, but I will be right here. I'm not going with you, but have fun!
Should we just go?
Yeah,
I suppose we are on a bit of
I think we
time.
should meet their mentor. But are they gonna come here like soon on their own? If we just wait for a bit?
Who knows? He tends to work on his own schedule. Might be faster if we just go.
Oscar
Yeah,
is
maybe we just go ahead.
gonna pipe up. The headmistress said we have to go with the professor.
That's what we're trying to do.
Yes, but
Oh, isn't the professor like a floor down or something?
we
Oh,
don't.
I thought he was
So we
in
might just
the
meet
like.
them on the way.
Well, we don't know that.
I'm not
Really, we
sure.
shouldn't be going to the second floor just to like explore. But I suppose if it's just the second floor, that's fine. But we can't go any further without a professor.
Of course, of course.
Okay. Let's go then. I am okay with that. He doesn't know what's
Just
about
go
to hit him. Evil little laugh from the side.
He's about to have his Denmari moment.
All right. Roy packs up some of the bread for you guys in little clean cloths, one of the few clean cloths that she has, and sends it all off with you. She also points you to where the teleportation circle would bring you back if you guys come back to the first floor, which is just like near the entrance of the first floor. And you kind of get an idea of what the teleportation circle looks like. So just mechanics wise, if you guys ever want to leave, there will be a teleportation circle at the beginning that your characters are able to recognize and find. So you all head to the door that you know takes you to the second floor of the catacombs, which is another spiral staircase. Your ID badges are able to scan you through for Oscar and August. What just happened to me? Oscar and August. As you head down, in front of you are hallways of stone, inlaid with tombs and graves of the deceased. Each resting area is elegantly decorated with a plaque stating the name of the person it belongs to. Some have flowers and gifts laid in front of them.
August is just gonna keep an eye on Denmari as we're walking past people's graves.
Oh my god. Okay, so I assume you are actually looking for Alberic down here.
Yeah, well, just looking around generally, I think.
Okay. Sorry, looks like the bot isn't working. Vilex, no! I'm gonna disconnect real quick. Okay, there we go. Okay. So you all head down the hallways. All you can really see are the different graves and tombs that are laid out. Some of them look older, back to when the university was founded. I think, how long ago was it founded? A couple hundred years ago? 450 years ago. Some of them dating as far back to then, and some of them newer, cleaner graves. But all of them are fairly well maintained. You go down the hallway, getting more dimly lit as you go on, but you don't see anybody else there.
I'd have thought that if there were several investigating parties, we'd see more evidence of people here.
Well, I assume that they are in the lower
Oh.
floors, so we should just wait
Yeah,
here
their
for
keeper.
them.
Should we go lower? There's no one here.
What do you
Maybe
mean
we
by
can just
forward?
wait by.
Hmm?
What did you say, Ashley?
Maybe we go wait by the teleporter down to the 3rd floor.
Oh, we can't go to the 3rd floor though.
No,
Yeah,
but
we
just
can
by the
wait, though.
teleporter for it.
Well, the teleporter is at the entrance of each floor, so we'd have to go to the 3rd floor to find a teleporter for it.
Oh, I see.
So do we just wait?
I think we
While
ought to
we're
just go
waiting-
back.
Yeah, this is why I was like unsure. We should go down here.
While we're waiting, I might have August ritual cast detect magic. Obviously, there'll be heaps of magic from kind of around the floor above, but he's kind of looking out for the godly type magic if he sees it. But otherwise, he's sort of disregarding what the
What's the range on that again?
it is a 30-foot sphere around him.
30 sphere. Okay. You don't detect anything above or next to you, but below you, you detect faint traces of godly magic.
August will tell the other party members. I can sense something like when we've been dealing with the gods before, like the smell of their magic is coming faintly from the floors below.
The smell?
I think this may actually be, or the,
August,
the
what are you smelling?
flavor.
Flavor? August, are you
That smells like god
tasting
magic.
things? August, open your mouth.
It's similar to the kind of the way that the magic felt when we were in the other gods' domains. So perhaps this, whatever's throwing everything off here, is in fact related to our quest after all.
I think that's a sign. We should go.
Back up?
No time to wait. Nope. Let's go down.
I really
Third
think we
floor,
should just...
here we go.
August, obviously we should wait for Alberic, right? Professor Alberic.
For once, I'm inclined to agree with you.
What do you mean for once?
I mean, I don't want to get expelled by kind of breaking the rules while we know the headmistress is watching us.
Yes, the headmistress can see like everywhere in these catacombs. We really shouldn't risk it. I mean, if you three want to go along, that's fine, but August and I can get expelled, and I would prefer not to. Actually, you all probably shouldn't go down
we'd
there
probably
either.
get expelled if we let them go.
That is true. I forgot myself. We should all just head back up.
Getting expelled, but at what cost? Saving the whole world?
Is your saving the whole world like dependent on like the 10 minutes or 1 hour we would need to wait for the professors to come back up?
Yes. Yeah, I think so. What if they decide to destroy the world and then we're there to prevent it?
But the professors are down there, that means. If we're not down there, that means the professors are down there, and I'm sure they're able to handle it.
But we were the ones that were contacted by the gods. We're the professors.
Did they, like,
We're the chosen ones.
out of
We're the chosen.
curiosity, did Amorcio like specifically seek you out and reach out to you? What were the circumstances surrounding your chosenness?
Amarcia
Well, I happen to be in the
survivor.
area.
Oh,
She called me to her.
so August happened
In
to be
fairness,
in
she
the
did have a
area.
letter that was addressed to me.
Oh,
Yeah, they sent a letter to us and it teleported us to them.
huh.
Yes.
And then we had to go through trials.
I see. So perhaps you all are chosen, but I think like we Oscar's like short circuiting visibly. But I think we ought to listen to like what surely there's a compromise here where we wait like 1 hour before the professors come up and we can just wait that long before we have to go. Like I'm sure nothing will happen in an hour, and even if anything does happen in that hour, the professors will be down there and I'm sure they'll can't hear anything. They'll tell the headmistress and the headmistress will let us know. And then we can go down.
Then Murray, don't you have a
How
way
can
to
that-
tell kind of what what's going to have a
You're
good
so
outcome or a
wrong.
bad outcome? Can you
I
tell us?
don't-
Can you check to see whether there's a good outcome or a bad outcome to going down now?
Okay. I'm gonna cast Augury.
Mhm.
Oh, how do I do that again? Did it work?
Yeah, you sent it.
Ooh.
Okay. What are you using? I don't think I've ever asked. What are you using like for your tools when you cast this?
My hair wand thingy, I
Okay.
think.
Oh yeah.
And can you kind of state like the specific course of action or the question you have?
If we go down to the 3rd floor right now, is it going to be bad for us in the next 30 minutes? Are we gonna die in the next 30 minutes? Or get severely injured over anything bad regarding our lives?
With that specific wording, you
Okay, no, not die. No, not die.
Yeah, right, if we're going that extreme. You get back wheel and woe.
Good and bad. There's some good in there. I think we should go.
What I mean, what about the bad?
I mean,
Sometimes
was
you gotta
just
take a
bad.
risk.
Yeah, sometimes you have to take a risk to save the world.
How do you know it's like the correct? Wait, did you just contact your god and your god said that?
Yeah.
Can you just ask your god really specifically whether or not we should go down there?
Not exactly. Can I pray, my God?
You can't.
And like,
I think
Okay, I'm
Oscar's
gonna
gonna sit down
pray.
and start praying with you to ask his god what to do.
I'm gonna sit down and then try to contact True Love. Pray very hard.
Okay.
Do I get a response?
Then Mari, as you're praying and try to reach out your connection with Trilla, you find it more difficult to grasp onto the threads as you're normally able to. In the few situations you've been able to directly feel Trilla's presence, it's felt like there's a thread you've been able to clearly grasp, as if you're on one end of a line listening to them. Other times, it's not as clear. It depends on whether or not the god's directly addressing you, but you can feel its presence there. Today, you're having trouble just grabbing onto that line in the first place. You feel like you're just sitting and thinking thoughts instead of praying to your god.
I'm becoming a non-believer. Oh no.
Is this similar to when you were in Trilla's area where was it? Telra's area, and you couldn't reach Trilla clearly?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it?
So,
Other gods probably
then,
interfere.
it felt like the line was kind of cut. Like it wasn't available for you to grasp onto. This time, it feels like it's there, but it's like you're swimming through water. It's just so hard to get to it. Like your mind isn't moving as it would normally.
Good thing I can cast Water Walk.
Yes, water walk and nothing happens.
Alright, so my god's a little busy at the moment. I don't know. I think she would say that we can go though.
Oscar's gonna
I
look at
think so.
you from his praying. Mario, are you also having trouble making a connection?
Yeah. Oh, you're also a believer?
Oh,
Right.
yes, I am a cleric as well, although I feel like we might have different mindsets surrounding this, but I am also a cleric.
Wait, he's a cleric? Did I miss that part?
He never said it until now.
Oh, cleric Which god?
Oh, Sintrison.
That's a god of money, right?
No, of
Knowledge.
I
knowledge.
think it's knowledge.
Oh, knowledge. Okay. Wait, is there a god of money?
There's a god of wealth.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
is.
that's what I meant. Okay. I was like, am I becoming crazy just because Denmar likes money so much?
I decide that I'm changing Sayu's character so that she has to be a follower of Obspite. Oh, okay.
I think this has to do with the magic interference that has been happening.
But August said he's not detecting any magic.
Well, my detect
Oh, it's
magic.
like a god's magic.
Yeah,
Mm,
I can smell a god's magic.
mm.
It smells godly.
It smells godly in here.
Why do you all keep smelling things?
It's easier to say smell than to invent a new word for like.
Yeah, like a sixth sense.
I
mean,
detect godly
feeling?
magic in here.
I mean, like you feel it? Like you sense it? You feel it in the air? There's so many ways you could say that besides smelling it. Like that causes more confusion, I feel like.
If you say you feel it, that doesn't like help distinguish between the different types of magic. Whereas like smell or flavor like gives that sort of color.
I don't understand what you all are saying.
Maybe one day.
What does that mean?
It's just synesthesia. They don't have a word for it yet.
Oh. Yeah, it tastes blue. It tastes like gods in here.
What does that, as Oscar's saying that, you all are interrupted by a gruff voice behind you going, "Huh? Students down here?" And as you turn, August, you recognize 4 professors in the university, of which I think you'll have to tell me how to say their names, versus John Zakid Moray? Is that it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
For the others, you see a human male. He's got olive skin, black hair, and brown eyes, and he looks like he's middle-aged. He looks very serious. He's got his hands clasped behind his flat back, and he looks a little bit creepy with the way he's looking down at you all with his slicked back, oily hair. He's wearing black robes. The next one is Callista, and Oscar immediately gets up to bow to her because that's his mentor, and he keeps bowing to people for some reason. Who is a female tiefling. She's got brassy yellow skin, black hair, ram's horns, yellow eyes, and she's she looks like she's in her mid-20s. And she is attractive, as Mr. Indigo has noted later. I was just scanning through, I missed that part. An attractive female tiefling. She gives you all a small smile. Next you see, what is the XAEI name?
Just Zay.
Zay? Okay. You named a non-binary character Zay? It just sounds like they.
I don't think that was intentional because I think I used a like name generator for that.
I'm gonna lose it. That's so fucking funny. Okay. So, Zay Chisen, who's a non-binary human wizard who has dark skin, blonde hair, and blue eyes, who looks to be one of the older members. And lastly, you see Albrecht, who is a male dwarf. He has dark skin, rust red hair and beard, gray eyes, and looks like he's also one of the older members of the group. He has a huge hammer strapped to his back as well as a crossbow in his hands. And it seems like he was the one that called out to you all. And his eyes light up with familiarity as Oscar turns around and he recognizes August as well. August, you're back from your adventures, your travel, your research. I don't know why I said adventures. You're back from your research.
Yes, but we're actually here on Headmistress Pole's instructions. She sent us down to help investigate in the catacombs on all the kind of magic disruption that's happening. But she said we're only allowed to go in while accompanied by a professor.
So Alberic's gonna approach...
August is deliberately talking past the recent trip because he doesn't want to talk about how the trip that he went on before the quest was very unsuccessful and he found nothing and came back like destitute.
Alberic is gonna approach you with the professors behind him. They seem a little curious and a little bit confused as to what's going on. Oscar is going to give them each a bow as they walk by. Professor Moray, Calissa, Professor Alberic, Professor Chisen, and he looks like he's sweating. I see. Can I assume the headmistress gave you all cards if you can present them to me?
Sure, we'll hold the card out.
Okay. I assume everybody does, and he gives them all a once over and double checks the ruin on the back. I see. I am pretty surprised that the headmistress decided that some student should join us, but who am I to decide whatever her plans are?
Oh, I'm not a student.
I see.
Yeah, we're not students.
Who are, I assume they were one of yours, he says, like looking around at the other professors who all like shake their heads like, no, we don't know these guys.
They're basically just super cool and super competent, like private investigators.
They're contractors.
That doesn't seem correct.
Oh. Well, that's your
Well, it's
judgment.
like very clear. Like I'm looking, and one of you is very clearly a cleric because you're like carrying all these symbols, and the other ones of you are very clearly druids who are both carrying very clearly nature-themed items. Like you, I don't.
Does that? Excuse
Yeah.
me, but does that
So
mean we
consultants.
cannot be? Does that mean
You
we
guys have
cannot
told
be?
me 3 different words that you are: private investigators, contractors, and consultants.
Yeah, they're
All of the
contracted
above.
private investigating consultants.
August, if you brought your friends along, that's fine. The headmistress approved them to be here. There's no reason to make things up. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I've only known them for like, what, 2 weeks, a month?
Oh, so they're not your friends? My
No,
apologies,
we're
my boy.
contracted.
We're colleagues.
He's paying us.
You're paying them, August. Since when did you have those funds? Well, I'm sure your last trip must have been bountiful. I'm so excited to hear about all of it. But first, we should get rid of this little pesky problem. I shall accompany you all to the lower floors. I bid farewell to my companions, and he gives them all a little wave. I will catch up with you all once we are back up. Please give my headmistress my regards along with the report. I will take care of my students. Oscar's going to quickly like pull aside from Callista and have a little conversation with her, which I will not say because I am not roleplaying 3 NPCs at once before she heads off. And then he's going to come back to you and kind of like get Damari's intention. Damari, I was talking to Callista about the feeling we got when we were trying to contact our gods. You remember what I said this morning about chronoplanar magic sometimes interfering with people's connections with the divine? She said the feeling that we got was similar to that.
Wait, repeat that.
So you remember
The
this
feeling-
morning when I said that chronoplanar magic, like time travel magic, can interfere with connection from the divine? Like it can kind of cloud their sense? I described it to Callista the feeling we got when we were trying to pray, or well, at least the feeling I got, and I assumed yours was the same. And she said that what I described was pretty similar to what that was.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
What do you
But
mean correct?
does
Did
she
you
know
already
about
deduce
it?
that?
Oh, sorry. What? He asked the question. My brain.
I think because you said like correct after he said that, he was like kind of surprised. He was like, correct? Had you already deduced that that was the problem?
Oh, yeah. No, just kidding.
Wait, what? You just said two
That
different
sounds
things.
correct,
Oh,
is
okay.
what I meant.
Oh, okay. Yes, that makes sense.
It would make sense for that to be the reason. What else does she know about it?
About like us praying or like the different like clouding of the connection.
I guess, yeah, the clouding part. Why is that happening?
Well, from what we talked about this morning, Oscar's gonna flip through his notes. Sleepy's flipping through their notes. Give me a second. She said that Professor Rosanhi sometimes feels at ease when Callista uses time magic. She says that it clouds her divine connection. That's pretty much all I had. I know clerics and paladins also can't really use time magic, and that's the reason they think it is. I mean, I'm also a cleric, but I'm also a spellcaster. He's a wizard. He's a wizard and a cleric. But like for people that are solely of the divine sense, they can't really dabble in chronoplanar magic because I assume their basis of magic just doesn't allow that, their connection with the divine. That's about as far as I got. And I was guessing there was probably some relation to what you all said with the gods. Specifically, this is all theories, and I don't even remember if I said this morning. I assume that it's just Denmari and Oscar having this conversation away from Alberic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I mentioned it this morning, but I was wondering, because chronoplanar magic seems to have some difficulty with the divine, I was wondering if it was difficult for the gods to use it to freeze time, as you all had said. And you said that there was some kind of corruption popping up, and that maybe there was even a corruption during the previous war. So, with all those things considered, I was just wondering if they were related in some way. I don't know if it is, because it seems like there's a lot of things going on, but I was just wondering if it was, because we already know that it at least clouds the connection, and they use magic on such a large scale. I was wondering if it was possible that they had done more than just cloud their own magic or connection.
Can August hear this conversation?
Are you by Alberic right now?
I'm probably in the group just following behind Alberic.
Okay. Then, yeah, let's say Alberic's like in the front leading the way to the stairs, and he's just letting you all talk amongst yourself because he doesn't mind. So yeah, I think the rest of the party can hear, but Alberic can't hear.
August is going to shrug and say nothing about the gods makes any sense.
Well, there are plenty of things of the gods that make sense. Just this is just something we have to put together. They've given us so many clues to do so as well.
What is the reason this is happening, though? Why were we brought here? I'm just wondering, what's the hidden message between this all?
The hidden
Behind
message.
this all, I mean.
It just sounded like they needed help.
Yeah, but it's probably a bigger issue than what it seems. From my experience with burgers, I would say there's probably something behind this.
But with burgers?
Yeah, Burger King.
Yeah, King Burger.
A legally distinct Burger King.
Did
right.
Did August not tell him? Yeah.
No, he did. Oscar's like trying to remember over like the countless information he was told.
But also, I like August probably told him in a really like shorthanded way. That kind of omitted a bunch of detail and was potentially out of order because there was so much.
I see. So from the city that was turned into people who wanted to sell burgers, this relates.
There's
Well,
always
it's-
something else going on.
Yeah.
You know what? I do agree. Maybe none of this makes sense. But, from the parts I got, that was kind of my guesses. And then also the bit I was talking about from this morning that, it does take a great amount of power to use chronoplanar magic. Callista, with all her years of experience, can really only go back a day or maybe 2 in time, and she can only bring back herself when it's for that long. She can maybe bring back another person or two if it's for like an hour or so, maybe more if it's just for a few minutes. But what the gods did was on a great scale. And of course, if it was gods, it makes sense that they're able to do that. But I wonder if that took a toll on them, you know? The combination of being tired and chronoplanar magic already not sitting well with divine magic doesn't seem like a good combination. Albrecht is going to lead the way to another door. This one is more heavily locked. It has runes written on it, and August, with your detect magic up, you can see that there are some other secret spells that are keeping it locked as well, besides those runes. Albrecht pulls out an ID pass that looks similar to yours all, but slightly fancier in a different color, and taps it on the door, and all the runes and magic briefly flicker that. He opens the door to let you all in, and then follows shortly behind. You all descend into a dimly lit stone room. The air is musty and dry. There are a few torches lighting the room and the hallways in front of you, but it's clear that this area is not frequented. Alright, so I've already been here, but if the headmistress wanted you to come down here, I'm sure it's because there's also some things that she wanted you to learn. So I'll take a step back and I'll guide you as needed, and feel free to call on me if you need help, but I'll just be here to provide a little guiding hand.
So where has the investigation been so far?
We've gone down about... Well, I guess with your card, I'll give you as much information as I can. To be honest, another party has already gone down further than us, consisting of Dervik, Telmaneller, Foam, and Rozanhi, which is the names of the other professors that are here. And for notes, I'll send the list of all the professors' names later. Or Indy also can, now that I think about it, because I think he just did. But they all went down before us the previous day, and the headmistress has been keeping an eye over them, but at some point she said they went past where her scrying allows. They've gone like 3 or so floors down, I think she said. So far, we've cleared this floor and the next one, and I don't know what comes after that. That is around when the headmistress lost track of the other booth. So we don't think they're in any danger. They haven't set off any magical flares or anything of that sort, but we just haven't been able to contact them. And to be honest, we don't know how far down the catacombs go. It's been locked for centuries, to be honest. All we really do is sometimes update the lock up on the second floor, and the headmistress keeps an eye on things, but we don't know much beyond these first couple of floors.
I think we should start from at least the 3rd floor. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe trying to find the other group also. Maybe they have information.
Can August see any godly magic on this floor?
You can, similar to before, like the similar sense of before, like it feels like a bit faint. You can kind of feel it a bit in the air. There's not a specific thing that you feel that it's concentrated in, but you do feel that it gets a little stronger below you.
And how big is the area that we're currently in?
Where you all are right now is like on the screen. That little bottom bit is basically where the staircase led out into. So you can see that there's like a hallway going to the left and right.
I say we keep going down for a bit. Maybe
well,
until August feels more magic.
The other staircase is on the other end of this floor, so you'll need to explore to keep going.
Oh, I thought it was all connected.
This floor is when it starts to get complicated.
Yeah.
I see.
And I will also note, like, previously, like, once you got to the first floor, you also had to walk separately to get to the second floor. Once you got to the second floor, you had to walk to the other end to get to the third floor. Because even, like, the descending staircases, like, stop at each area.
You guys made this really inconvenient for yourselves, huh?
Oh, well, we didn't make it.
Well, the other people did.
Yeah, our founders did. I'm sure they had their reasons, though.
When we meet the god, the first question I'll ask. Why?
I just wanted to walk down.
Alright, left or right?
Well, if we stand at that crossroads, can we see anything down either way?
Yep. So when you look to the right, you
Oh.
see that it leads into
Oh my.
a bigger room.
You're so tiny, Mr. Indigo.
Yeah, the map is
The map is
scaled
huge,
differently than I
yes.
expected.
I was
then-
not expecting that.
To the left,
Neither
you
was
see a longer hallway.
Oh. And then below us is blocked off, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's have a look around the corner on the right, is my view.
I'm gonna
You
make
guys are
cost
so
for
tiny
this
that I didn't
cabbage
even-
because I don't have a token for it.
You guys are so small, I didn't even notice you were there.
And we'll say for like our purposes, Alberic is always behind you guys for orientation. So as you guys head into here, give me 1 second.
What is that picture? Is that lettuce?
Is a cabbage. Party one's been doing some stuff. You see, this is a big. This is a big room with a hole gaping through the middle, about, now that I'm looking about this, about 20 feet across. On the other side, you see a huge closed chest.
That looks like something an Asia Undead would crawl out of.
Throw me.
That was me.
Me over there.
Can we walk along that little bridge on the left?
Pretend that's not there.
Okay, so it's just it's a complete
Yeah,
gap.
it's
Okay.
like a hole separating the two parts.
Is Suhan with
How
us?
far is that?
Yeah, Suhan's with you guys.
Okay.
How many feet across is this?
I think the
Is it
shortest
actually
part
30?
is 15 feet.
Would that be possible? To throw me across?
It would be a difficult strength check with a lot of consequences. I will say that much.
I have something.
It might actually be easier if you just try to do a running jump.
I think.
Yeah, I have something called Mirthful Leaps.
I
And
can-
Oh yeah,
so
you've
I
got
can
you've got
jump
good
farther.
jumps.
Ooh.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
Sarah. Jump over.
I think I accidentally didn't put it on this. 1 sec.
Can pull it from the.
Let me see. I think I probably. Is it from your race?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see it on here.
I wonder if I forgot it.
Oh, you know what? I think we swapped those out.
Oh,
Because I'm looking back.
I might have gotten
yeah.
something else instead.
Yeah, I think we swapped out Mirthful Leaps and Ram for some other stuff. Let me look up how does jumping work in D&D. Water one?
Running
Sorry,
out.
it's gonna
Ignore
water
that. If we fill the hole with water. And I just walk across.
Okay, so if you move at least 10 feet before long jumping, then you can cover a number of feet up to your strength score. Let's see.
I can only go 10 feet.
Suhan's strength score is 14. He's one off.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think I can do it either.
Well, I have an idea to ask. Maybe I can use the entangle spell and make a bridge with the vines.
Yeah, can you send that? That makes sense to me. So, describe to me how Ashera does that.
So, basically just from right under me at the edge here, I'll just sprout out a bunch of vines until it reaches the other side. And then they'll start wrapping around each other to reinforce it.
Here is my amazing artistic interpretation.
So it's kind of like a rope bridge kind of thing. Very artistic.
Okay, because it's a 20-foot square, I think you guys are able to get on that without an acrobatics check. I'm gonna roll to see the strength of the bridge on my end. And then if anybody wants, you can roll perception to see if you can tell how strong it is.
Yeah.
Rather than perception, can August do investigation by effectively kind of testing it by pushing on it and kind of pulling on the vines to see how tight they are?
Yeah, you can.
I got a 20 on my perception.
So, Ashera, you can tell that this bridge seems pretty strong, and August can't. In exactly the same way, with the same exact thoughts, you guys can tell. You're like, man, this bridge looks pretty strong.
Wait, no, it's my turn. I have to do a perception check. I need to get 22.
You guys can guess from the fact that it is weeds and vines, you'd have to go on one at a time, but it should be sturdy for quite a few pass-throughs. Oh my god!
Natural 20.
Sayu, you can tell that it's good for 12 pass-throughs, which is enough for each of you to cross 2 times, there and back, one at a time.
Wow. Oh my god. Perfect.
So does Albrecht need to come across?
He doesn't need to.
No, he can
But he
probably
can
wait.
if you want to. He's just leaning against the
I
wall,
need to just
whistling.
go first.
Spinning
I
his
need to
hammer.
take responsibility and show everyone else that it works.
Yippee. Oscar's like sweating bullets and he's right behind August as he crosses over. Okay. As you all get to the the chest, you find that it's unlocked. And when you open it, you find a rolled up, tattered spell scroll. It contains the spell Daylight, which I will
Oh, nice.
send in the Discord chat. Would love to send in the Discord chat here. It would love. I forgot Google Chrome doesn't let you copy paste. That's great. Okay. Let me just read out the spell then. A 60-foot radius sphere of light spreads out from a point you choose within range. The sphere is a bright light and sheds dim light for an additional 60 feet. If you choose a point or an object you are holding or one that isn't being worn or carried, the light shines from the object with and moves with it, completely covering the affected object with an opaque object such as a bowl or a helm blocks light. If any of the spell's area overlaps with an area of darkness created by a spell at 3rd level or lower, the spell that created darkness is dispelled. This is a 3rd level spell that can be used by clerics, druids, paladins, rangers, and sorcerers.
Who wants it?
I guess I can take it.
Oh my god.
August doesn't really need it because he can see in the dark, but
Yeah.
Okay, so for spell scrolls, you can, okay, so I'm just gonna read it out loud. A spell scroll bears the words of a single spell written in a mystical cipher. If the spell is on your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast its spell without providing any material components. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible. Casting the spell by reading the scroll requires the spell's normal casting time. Once the spell is cast, the words on the scroll fade and it crumbles to dust. If the casting is interrupted, the scroll is not lost. It's basically a free one.
Shall we investigate
use.
So,
should we investigate this area or is
Yeah.
there anything else around?
Go ahead and roll me investigation. What the fuck? Damari, you find 5 pieces of gold.
Perfect.
Damari
Alright,
keeps the 5 pieces of gold.
I do.
Is anybody else
There
looking?
we go. I couldn't get the dice to roll.
Denmari has cleared the room. you as you investigate Denmari grabbing every 5 pieces of gold from the corners of the room and putting it in her pocket.
Okay. That seems to be all in this area. Let's head back the other way.
wait, what level is this scroll?
It's a 3rd level spell.
Do you keep it, Ashura?
Yeah. It's mostly good for dispelling magical darkness for us, because
Mm.
I think all of us have, like, dark vision.
Nope.
I don't.
I
So I don't think Denmari or Suhan do, but we also have ways
We can
to
just have
generate
torches
light,
and
right?
So, yeah.
like you don't. I think you and Suhan both have produce flame or whatever that cantrip is.
Yeah, I could just always have my hand on fire.
Hmm.
Nothing could go wrong.
Surely, I.
Well, if I walk into a room with any methane gas,
Hey guys, fun dungeon room idea.
I've already run into that in Pathfinder. And that's why I thought of it.
Okay, where are you guys heading?
I guess we head down the long corridor now.
Yeah.
Is there nothing on each side as we pass through?
Just crumbling walls, some cracks in the floor, holes in the floor, some plants growing here and there, and a couple torches.
Is this a wall right here or no?
Pretend it's not there. Sorry, I didn't make this map, so there's some things I forgot to edit. Okay, as you all approach here, there is
Yeah,
a
let's
I
room
need to zoom out. So far away.
on the side. You see two well-decorated coffins in the room. They are covered in dust and there are cobwebs all over the room.
Is there anything else?
Roll investigation.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Denmari, no. August, you find a piece of paper tucked behind one of the coffins. It says, first floor, traces. Second floor, traces. Third floor, getting a little more. No estimate on the number of floors yet.
I'll show it to Alberic and ask if he recognizes whose handwriting it is.
He's gonna take a look at it and tap his shin. If I had to guess, it looks like it might be Rosanhi's.
Did you just lose it or did you go missing down here?
Well, from up here we were able to scry on them, so I'm sure it just fell out of her journal or something, one of her clippings.
Let's keep exploring, I guess.
Oh, we didn't check the coffins, but maybe we shouldn't mess with them.
I mean, we could.
I really think we ought not to disturb the dead.
Denmari just
Yeah.
running back to the coffins.
Oscar body blocking, he like dives to the door and puts his arms out.
What the
All right.
hell?
Over here, you see to the right a long hallway that seems to lead to a set of rooms. On the left, you see a smaller inlet's roof that has caved in partially. There is a piece of cloth stuck in the rubble.
Let's take a look at the cloth.
It looks
Investigation again?
like, I'll just give it to you because like you're looking at it up close. I don't think you need a roll. It is a light pink cloth that looks like it is from, looks like it's well made. Like the cloth is high quality. It looks like it's been ripped from a garment of sorts. And then if you want, you can, I think you can roll investigation here to determine like who it might be from. What the fuck, August?
What is he?
I think my dice are broken. It just rolls 15 every time.
August, you can tell, especially knowing the research notes were also from Rosanhi, you know that Rosanhi generally likes to wear pink and maroon and purples.
Does it look like the is the tear on the exposed side, or does it look like whoever the garment is attached to is under the caved in rubble, or does it look like it's like caught and then they've moved on and like left a tear of it behind?
Yeah, it looks like it came from like the corner of a dress. Like you can see some embroidery in the seam. So it looks like they got caught and then walked away.
What if Rosanhi died down here, and then the one that went back up is like a changeling?
There isn't a Rosanhi that went back.
So, yeah, I think Rosanhi is in the one that's still down here.
Oh.
Well, I can tell that they've been here at least.
We can check the other side.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. As you all approach the fourth room. Give me 1 second. You feel a cold chill run down your spine before a gust of fury screeches at you. In front of you is a spiteful creature with the twisted face of a once female elf. Its face is wreathed in a wild tangle of hair, its body clad in wispy rags that flutter and stream around it. Oh. I'm gonna go ahead and roll me initiative.
Oh gosh. That's a
It's been a
werewolf.
while.
And then
What is 12.6?
Oh, oops, I forgot to
the
clear the
decimal
previous
point
turn
you-
Oh,
order.
does it tell you the dexterity?
yeah, so they use the real dexterity score to
Yeah.
break ties.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I just need to
So if
find
you roll the same one, it's the person who has the higher dex that goes first.
Yeah.
I can't get my token, so I'm just gonna put a dragon here. Oh wait, no, it did go on. Never mind. I was being silly.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
It's like I'm gonna add you guys manually because I forgot to clear it.
Okay, well the 14 was Francis. I just
Got
didn't
it.
select the token properly.
Mine. Here. To break the tie, Mari has a higher dex score. One's not here. Let's add the cabbage.
Huhan became cabbage. Oh no.
No, it's Oscar. Oscar became a cabbage.
Oh.
So many 13s. What the hell? Oh my god, now he's tied with Ashy. Ashy, what's your dex score? 3?
16. Yeah.
Let's add this Banshee. This combat will probably take me a little longer since I'm controlling a couple characters.
It's fine, we're gonna one-shot it.
Yeah.
Surely. The first combat I give you guys after like a couple months is gonna be a really easy one. Okay. From there. And then she's also going to get to go first as a surprise round. So, let me take a look at this. She
Okay, well,
is going
how tall
to...
are the ceilings here?
It's like 30 feet up. But also, the Banshee will go first for the surprise round. So she is going to grasp, let's see, Denmari on the shoulder. You feel a cold, chilling hand on you. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay, let's roll damage. What's your health again?
31.
Okay. You're going to take 18 necrotic damage.
Oh, ow. Wait, 31 minus 18 is 13?
31 minus 18 is...
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Banshees have something called Horrifying Visage. Each non-undead creature, so each alive character, within 60 feet of the Banshee that can see her must succeed on a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw or be frightened for 1 minute. A frightened target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of his turns with disadvantage if the Banshee is within line of sight, ending the effect on itself on a success. If the target's saving throw is successful, the target is immune to the Banshee's horrifying visage for the next 24 hours. So everybody give me a Wisdom saving throw. The DC is 13.
Is that considered a magical effect?
Yes.
So I should have advantage on it.
Okay.
How do you do wisdom save?
I think the modifier
it's-
should be the same, so you're okay.
Oh, okay.
No, she'll have Sai. I think Sai will be proficient in it, so she'll add 3.
Okay.
Mm.
Either way, you're good, because Sayu and Ashera saved.
How do you do it, Joe? Oh, never mind, I found it.
Yeah, sorry, I should have said. It's in the top left next to this word.
Yeah.
Let me
Thank
do...
you.
Oscars. I'm rolling Oscars in here.
Oh,
so you
actually,
guys
I need
can
to do
see it.
Francis and
Oscar also failed.
Francis, and then Eva has
Alright. So, everybody except Oscar and August passed. I've put little icons on you guys to indicate that you're currently frightened. So at the end of your turns, you'll be able to try to do that again. Let me double check what the frightened status does.
Oh, I also have advantage saving throws against being frightened.
Nice. So,
I forgot.
A
I didn't
frightened
realize I was.
creature-
Mari very brave.
I'm so brave.
you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within line of sight. And you also can't willingly move closer to the source of your fear.
Mm.
I
Alright.
thought you also can't attack them at all.
It doesn't say that here. I think that's for charm. Yeah, you just have disadvantage.
Alright.
Is the enemy or whatever undead or no?
Yes, she's an undead.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
Yes.
Radiant is like the opposite of necrotic. It's normally good against them.
Mm-hmm. I'm like trying to find my spells. I'm confused. It's the first time we attack with this. I will just cure my wounds.
it's
Are you already
Francis's turn first.
Oh, I didn't notice. Sorry.
You're
Oh,
fine.
so Francis will, because she'll fly in and do like an assist attack, I guess, in the usual way. So next attack against her has advantage, and then she'll fly back out of the way.
Okay.
Wait, is Denmari injured or did he level up and then not like fill up the
No,
rest of
I
the
got-
HP?
I got injured. She injured me before doing
Yeah,
whatever.
during the
fighting
surprise
thing.
round, she got injured.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I will cure my wounds.
Go ahead.
Oh, I can cast it. I'm just gonna cast it level 1.
Nice.
Okay. And I am going to move away from her. I'm gonna hide behind Ashera.
Alright, that's acceptable.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
August.
So I can't move closer. Okay, I guess I'll just attack with the lightning launcher. So first attack will be normal because the advantage and disadvantage will cancel out. $19 hit.
Let me double check. Yes.
Okay, and then that does damage. Five. Then extra attack I roll with disadvantage.
Does not hit.
Okay. And then I guess move-wise, I will slink around this way without kind of getting closer to her.
Just 1 second.
Basically hugging the wall. Oh, and then I can make the follow-up saving throw, right?
Sorry, 1
Disadvantage.
second. Sesame's chewing a cord. Yes, you can do a saving throw.
I assume 9 is too low. That's August's turn.
Alright. Are you there, Sleepy?
I think he's wrangling Sesame.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
back. He woke up and immediately decided to cause destruction.
I woke up and chose violence.
Yeah. August, you did your saving throw and you failed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ashera.
Alright. So I am going to summon my fairy Gale.
Yippee!
I'm gonna guess that's an action.
Yes.
So she is going to do the chant of the star plume and give all of us resistance to necrotic.
Ooh.
4 creatures within 30 feet of the fairy. Okay. So that's on you, Denmari, Oscar, and August, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna put a cabbage in your journal so that you can use it to mark where you're putting the fairy for her radius. And we'll get her an actual token soon, but for now we're putting a cabbage.
Yeah.
It should be in your journal now.
Just like right here. Oh gosh, it's not on that grid.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
I think I'm just gonna stay right here, standing in front of Denmark.
Okay. Then we'll move on to Oscar. Ooh,
I really don't have any bonus actions.
It'd be like that.
I forgot about bonus actions.
Is going to go ahead and cast Firebolt. Oh, he has a huge spell attack bonus. What the fuck?
He's multi-classing, he's min-maxing.
Okay, that hits and oh, Sesame, what are you doing? We're gonna roll his damage. Oh god. Sesame's learned how to jump up on things. That's so exciting for me. He did 4 damage. So I will point out that I rolled a 7, but it's only taking 4 damage. And then he's
Wait,
going
what
to...
kind of damage was that?
It was fire damage.
Okay.
He's gonna redo his wisdom save. Dude, you have a +6 and he fails. He's gonna use his turn to just move back into the corner here. Next, it is the Banshee's turn. Okay. So first at... Okay. First, at the beginning of her turn, 2 more spectral creatures are going to pop out of the walls next to you all. And let me give you a clearer view of the room.
Oh,
I just
gosh.
realized I forgot to clear it. My bad. Did I just make it darker? There we go. Okay. I'll note that this isn't the same as the Banshee, it's just the token I have, but these look slightly different. And then on her turn, she's going to open her mouth and let out a wail that just grates your ears and assaults all your senses. And everybody needs to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. Okay, Shara saves. August and Denmari save. And we'll go for Oscar.
And then Francis.
Oscar saves. And Francis saves. So, on a save, you all take 3d6 psychic damage. Let me roll that. You all are going to take 7 psychic damage.
Oh, well, that's enough to kill Francis anyway, because she's only got 1 hit point.
No. Francis.
Next is the other ghost's turn. So. Take a look. Oh, fuck. Okay, sorry. I just noticed something fun. The ghosts are going to come over here next to the main one. And they also have horrifying visage. So everybody give me a DC 13 wisdom save. Poor Oscar. Okay.
Is that their
everybody-
action, or is that just like a
It's like a
passive
passive.
effect that they have?
Yeah, they just have to look at you.
To my understanding, yeah. I'm gonna mark something else on him that he's like doubly scared. And everybody
Doubly
else.
scared.
Everybody else is fine. So, the ghost on the top over here is going to use possession. One humanoid that the ghost can see within 5 feet of it must succeed on a DC. Oh, sorry, it's gonna come here. In a DC 13 charisma saving throw or be possessed by the ghost. So, give me a DC 13 charisma save, Ashera. Nice, you save. Let me double check if nothing else happens. Okay. And then the ghost over here actually will go to August and do the same thing. So give me a DC 13 charisma save. Alright, nice. You're both able to save and remain unpossessed inhumanly. And then Mari.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. I was like, oh, what is happening to me now? I am going to cast. Wait, hold on.
Spectral Guardians might be quite good here.
Yeah, I was like, either Spirit Guardian or my spiritual weapon. Let me just double check my spiritual weapon. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians. Level 30.
Mari cast Proton God.
Yes.
Okay. And you roll the damage. The damage was 15, right?
Yes. It says an affected creature's speed is halved in the area. And when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, right. So it's an area of effect. Can you send the whole text real quick?
Yes, I think you can click show spell description. I don't know how.
okay.
Oh, never mind. That works.
There you go.
I don't know whether they're angelic or fiendish if then Mari's casting it.
Yeah, I think she's neutral, so it's still within.
So then she
Unaffected
can
by it,
run-
I assume the party's unaffected.
Yeah,
You can run
no,
some
I'm
range.
gonna affect him just for fun.
Okay, so to my understanding, you now have a 15-foot bubble radiating out from you, right?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like there's a
No, she can
way
just
I
run around them
add
and-
something.
Just running
She's a
blindly.
Beyblade.
Just taking a lap around them and coming back.
I feel like there's a way I can
If we,
add
uh,
like an aura.
If you decide to be a cleric when we play Baldur's Gate, Sayu, you'll see how strong this spell is.
Ooh. Alright.
You'll, like, all the spells are exactly the same as what we're using here.
That's so useful. Maybe I should be so I can learn my spells better.
I forgot that AoE aura thing is like a plugin I have to add, so I'll do that later. But for now, we know it's about 15 away from you. So none of them are in it currently.
Yeah. Can I get.
If she steps in front of the cabbage, she can hit them all.
Yeah. If I go here, does that affect all of them?
Yes, it
Yes.
would.
Okay,
Right.
I'm gonna do that.
Wisdom saving throw. What's your spell save again?
That remind me what that is again?
On like your spells part of your character sheet, it should say it on the top.
16.
All right.
Oh, it says it under also. I just noticed.
Oh, right.
Spell
it did.
save DC 16.
So
At the bottom of the text description.
Yeah.
the top and bottom ones. Wait, did we fail? Yes, the top and bottom ones failed. So they take 3d8 radiant damage. Go ahead and roll that. Oh my god.
Yeah, and at the start of their turn, they end up taking more damage.
Nice.
And they're slowed.
Yeah,
And then did the middle one pass the
movement is
same?
halved.
The middle one passed.
Yes, it's
So-
11.
It takes half as much damage. Yeah.
Okay. We'll knock down 11. Alright. Anything else you'd like to do?
I already moved. Can I move again?
Yeah, you can move like any combination up to like the 30 feet, or I think it's
Okay.
25 for you.
If you stay where you are, then when it's the monster's turn, they'll all take damage again. Like on their
Oh,
turn.
true. You're
And then
right.
on your turn, you can step out and step back in.
All right, I'll be the tank. I think I have a bonus action to heal, and it is called healing word.
If
Do I
you already
still have-
I don't think
cast
you
a
can cast
spell,
that because you cast a spell.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if you already
Okay.
cast a spell as your action, you can't use any of your spell bonus actions.
Can I do?
But I think that's probably fine.
There's nothing I can do, right?
I don't think,
I don't
so.
think so.
Okay. Then I'm
Alright.
done.
August.
Still frightened, so I'll have disadvantage on. Is it all my attacks?
Any
I think
attack
so,
roll or
not just the thing.
any roll. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait, actually, it's only ability checks and attack rolls. You don't have disadvantage on saving throws.
Yeah. Okay. But it's not like by target. It's just in
It's
general.
not by target. Yeah, it's just in
I'm just-
general.
Okay. I don't think I can. So I can't get close to the middle one.
And by the way, there's also a cheesy way to use Spirit Guardians where you just walk back and forth and keep hitting them.
Yeah,
Like
you want to
your
kind of
entire
juggle them
movement.
outside of the boundary.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But that depends if the DM allows it.
Oh, I just realized I could
It's
have
kind of
potentially
overpowered.
saved against the fear effect with an effect, but never mind. I hang on, let me just do a quick calculation. Okay, I think I'll cast Magic Missile on the, no, actually, you know what? I'll cast Thunder Wave on the closest two, things to me.
Okay.
I can't reach
Does
the
it?
third one.
Magic Missile have like 100% chance even at disadvantage.
Yeah, that's why I'm casting spells instead of attacking. Okay, so send the spell. Oh, oops, okay. I tried to send the spell description, but I couldn't.
This is a Constitution save?
Yes, Constitution save. And
The one closest to you fails, and the middle one passes.
okay, and the one closest to me is pushed 10 feet away.
Push it.
Does
here
that
next.
mean they get hit? Oh, never mind. Because they were already in my zone, right?
Yeah, I know. And then it's 9 thunder damage?
Yep.
Alright.
And the middle one takes half damage but doesn't move. So it takes 4 or 5. I don't know which way rounding works. And then with my bonus action, I forgot that I had Hobart, so Hobart can fire a Glock with the bonus action.
Let's go, Hobart.
Hobart, get the Glock.
On the middle one.
Alright, that hits. And it's 5 damage. Is that your turn?
That's it.
Alright.
Oh, and then roll for wisdom save. Disadvantage. I got the same score anyway, so
Okay, Ashera.
cool.
Alright. I'm gonna take one step forward. And I think... yeah, I can hit all of them with a Thunder Wave.
Alright.
So... I might cast it... Wait, I'll just cast it level 1.
Alright, now you roll for them. This is all of them, right?
Yeah.
Right one fails. Middle one fails. And top one fails. So they all failed. So 12 damage, and then do they get pushed back?
Yeah. So Denmari gets to walk into the...
Debbie! How far do they get pushed back?
15 feet.
yeah.
There they go. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think I might actually go closer, like just a little bit.
Okay. Then it is Oscar's turn. To figure out what he should do.
This is like top tier teamwork.
Nothing he has is like strong. Okay. He's going to use Sacred Flame because then he doesn't have to roll. Creature will roll its save. It does not save, so it's going to take 1d8 damage.
Are these guys not weak to radiant?
No. I don't think there's usually weaknesses in D&D. There's usually resistances or immunities. It's rare to have like a... Like there is, but I think that's more rare. I haven't played a stat block with a weakness yet, I don't think. I think Shadow... We gave Shadow a weakness to compensate for him having so many immunities, but yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Mm.
That is Oscar's turn, and we'll move on to the main ghost. Okay. Knowing that Mari is the main one hurting them, they are going to lunge at her, which will put them back in your radius. So it's going to roll again. Okay. If failed, can you roll your damage?
Yes. Ooh,
Alright.
12 damage.
And then it is going to use Wither, what is it? Corrupting touch. Huh?
Was their speed affected? Because their speed
Only
is
while they're in
halved,
it.
So is it? Oh,
They yeah, and it also,
Yeah.
it would have been able to make it either way.
okay.
Does a 20 hit? I mean 22.
Yes. Yes.
And you're gonna take 14 damage.
Okay.
Okay. How much health are you at right now, Denmark?
7.
The other ghosts. Let's see. This ghost is going to sink into the ground and pop up again next to August. And it is going to use Withering Touch. Does a 15 hit?
It does not.
Okay. See the distance. Okay. The other ghost is going to do the same thing and pop up on the other side of you. Does a 23 hit?
It does.
Okay. I'll roll the damage. Six. You take 25 necrotic damage.
Resistance
Yeah.
from my fairy.
Oh, I've already got resistance on it, don't I? I was just
Yeah.
thinking about using silvery barbs to make them re-roll the attack.
You would be taking 12 damage. You can also reroll the attack if you want.
Yeah, I might do that. I'll use silvery barbs as a reaction.
They rolled a 23 again.
Oh,
So you take
okay,
12
but
damage.
I've got to. I'll give myself advantage on my next roll using that. Okay, 12 damage, you said.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is the ghost's turn. And Mari.
Yeah. Can I like use investigation or whatever to see how damaged or hurt the one in front of me is?
Yeah, use investigation because how close it is to you. Alright, with a 16, you can tell that it's kind of like flickering in and out. And before it was like, despite it being spectral, it seemed almost solid, and when he put his hand on you, you could feel it. You see that its form is kind of flickering in and out right now.
So that's not the main guy. Is that the main guy?
I can't tell. They all look the same.
The main guy is the one that's in front of you.
Oh, okay. I my channel divinity, I forgot about it. It's it's a bit long. Turn undead. Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. And then starting at 5th level, if... Yeah, you can...
Okay. You can call your investigation a bonus action if you want to cast this.
Oh, yes, please. Sorry, I didn't think about it.
You're fine. So, what do they roll something for this? I just missed that.
Wisdom saving throw.
Got it. And this is just one of them, right?
Any creature. So all of them within
30 feet.
Yeah.
30 feet, okay. Yes, they are. The one in front of you failed. I need to check its challenge rating. Okay, it does not get destroyed. What besides the destroy undead, what happens with the turn undead if it fails?
It has to spend its turn running away and it can't take any action other than dashing to try and run from it.
Okay. And then the other two. One of them fails, and the other one passes. Let me check the ghost challenge rating. Okay. It also does not get destroyed instantly. Let me mark it. So this one and this one have the fear on them from the turn undead.
Okay. Oh, I should have done something else.
I think we also
Well, now you
get,
can just run and
opportunity attacks while they walk away. When you turn undead, they have to walk away.
yeah, so that on its turn it runs.
Yeah, and then we opportunity attack it.
Can I walk or am I done because I
Yeah,
used my
you can
bonus
move.
action?
You can move.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get closer to these guys because I want to hurt them with my thing from earlier.
Yahoo!
Is that it still works, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Am I forgot how to measure.
15. It's the little
Yeah, I'm
ruler thing.
fine. I think I'm
They
good.
both fail.
Okay. Yippee!
So another 3d8 damage.
Oh. Only 10.
Okay.
That's still a
Do I-
lot for a spell
do I-
that's just like
Oh. Walking. Do I need
So how much?
to,
How much has it done so far? It's done it did
22.
55 in the first round.
Oh.
Then hit another. What was it? Another 12. So 67. And then it's just hit another 20. So it's done 77 damage in 2 rounds.
As
Yeah.
Denmari struts towards the ghosts like a badass, one of them screeches and wails as it dissipates into mist into the ground.
I hope that wasn't the one that I scared. Oh, it is.
It is. Next is August's turn.
Okay, so I've got advantage on my next roll. I will. I might. Which is the one that's remaining next to me, the original one?
No, it's one of the lesser ones.
Oh, so the greater one is the one that died, or is that
No,
the one that's in
greater
front
one's
of?
in the
Oh, that's
middle.
the one over there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I'm still scared, and I guess I will use Shocking Grasp on the one that's next to me.
All right.
27.
That hits.
Five damage.
All right. You electrify the air around this ghost as it too sparks away and dissipates into mist.
Okay, and now I can't get closer to that one. So I will guess have Hobart Glock it.
Let's go, Hobart.
Should actually be 7. I think the numbers aren't adding.
How much should it be?
It should be. Just the way that it's calculated on the character sheet is incorrect, because he should have. He gets more powerful as my proficiency bonus increases, but it hasn't calculated through.
Okay.
So it would actually be 21 and 7. But
Hobart pulls out his gun and shoots the banshee through the head, leaving a hole as the rest of her falls apart, and she too disappears into the ground with a final aching wail. We're out of combat. Good job, team. The game was right from the start. It's always going to be Hobart.
As if all a New Vegas reference.
All right. The battle.
let's investigate the room.
Oh, they're all dead. Yippee!
Then Mara's like looking around. She's like, oh, when that happened. Right, give me 1 second. So, let me go ahead and reveal the rest of the room in this like little area here. So, you see connected to the room is what seems to have previously been an area for forging. There's a huge place for a fire that hasn't been lit in a while, and corroded and rusted tools laying on the floor.
Any gold-looking things?
Roll investigation. August, you don't find anything
Oh,
of
awesome
value.
luck.
Denmar, you don't find anything of value.
I feel like the Mari should have advantage to like investigating gold
She
specifically.
can smell gold.
No.
It's actually her desperation that gives her advantage. She's like desperately searching everything.
Ashera, you also don't find anything of value. As you all are looking around, it seems like this used to be some kind of lived-in quarters. Not exactly living quarters, but somewhere that people used to be. The forge is corroded and rusted over and definitely not able to be used now, but it's well built. There are other storage units and shacks elsewhere. And as you head into the other rooms, you see that the bottom one, one second, has a small shed with big empty barrels. Their tattered curtains push to the side. It seems like once upon a time it may have been a bathhouse. And finally, in the room on the bottom left, you see that you have a moment's respite. Other people who have been searching the catacombs have set up a safe point. There are a couple tables with rations and drinks, and a larger table out front with research notes and blueprints.
It's not a very safe point, considering what just happened.
I guess we'll pour over the well, August will pour over the blueprints and like notes and see if there's anything of interest.
Okay. Oscar comes up with you and he points out that they seem to have been from Callista. As such, they seem to be some complicated notes on chronoplanar magic, and you're unable to understand them. Oscar also tries to take a look and seems confused. I'm gonna roll for him to see if he can understand at least some of it. And he cannot for the life of him understand what Callista wrote. But it seems like there were some notes about this catacombs relating to time magic.
I only have +2 Arcana.
I have +6. Can I look?
+6
Oh
for
yeah,
you?
knowledge.
Arcana.
Oh, for that,
Would that help?
it would be. I'm gonna say no because also August was also unable to roll because it's like very like scientific jargony notes, so it wouldn't be possible for you to understand.
Should we just rest here and or
Depends how hurry you are.
I'm at 7.
A short
Oh,
rest is
gosh.
probably a good idea.
Yeah, at least.
I also wanted to ask, do you guys want to wrap up here since Indy might need to go in a few minutes?
I probably do need to go in a few minutes, but I'm happy for you guys to continue without me if you prefer.
That's okay if we're gonna short rest.
Yeah, if there's 2 people gone, I think we can.
That's a good point.
And I'm just gonna be third wheeling though.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and you guys can take a short rest. So feel free to edit your character sheets now or before the next session. But thank you guys so much for playing and thank you everybody for watching. Next week we're gonna have a session with Party 1 and then on the 19th, Party 2 is gonna be back. If you guys want to come again, we'd be happy for that. Poor August. he
What is that?
failed his hit dice. He was trying to heal back.
Oh,
Oh gosh, how do I do that again?
If you click the on the D&D Beyond, it's there's a short rest button at the top.
can we long rest?
You
I feel like
can if
that's
you
not
want
much.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust the ghosts down here to not attack us in our sleep.
Would taking a bath give us additional heals?
There's no water in there. It's like an empty
Oh.
bathhouse.
Oh. No, it sounded so nice.
Sleeping where ghosts are, it's fine, but wait, sorry. Bathing where ghosts are is fine, but sleeping where ghosts are is where Denmari draws the line.
Yeah, she doesn't care. They're gonna see her naked anyway.
What the fuck? What? What? I'm so confused.
I don't.
So, we're gonna go ahead and raid Yuzuki, who's currently playing the Somnium Files with Theodore Magnus. So, thank you so much to you guys for playing. I had a fun session.
Thank you for
Thank you.
DMing.
And thank you,
I really
everybody. for
appreciate
watching.
all the work you do for this.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys. I have so much fun playing with you guys. I love DMing. Cabbage.
Evil.
Cabbage. All right,
The
everybody.
cabbages.
Please take care of yourselves. Wait, sorry, what did you say, Ashi?
I just said the cabbage is so funny.
For
I
anyone
just
had
don't know what party one has been up to.
Drake just had a night out and came back with a wheelbarrow full of cabbages, and he's decided to bring it everywhere with him.
Oh my gosh.
I hope everybody has fun on Yuzuki's stream. There are the raid messages. You guys want to copy and paste them. And thanks so much for hanging out. Please take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
The next shooting star you see, wish for me and I'll be here. Bye, everybody. Mwah.
Wow.